Hi, this is Rick with Props and Post Photo Booth, and will be our third video in our series. And this video is going to cover how to make the main screen for Photobooth software. Don't be intimidated, this is very quick, and it builds upon what we've already done in previous videos. So start by creating a new blank file, giving it a name that you'll recognize later. Now I always start with ready because that's the name of the file we'll save it as. And maybe the name of the event. Now, the one thing that we have to make sure of when you're creating the main screen is instead of inches, we're going to use pixels, and the size of it is going to be 1920 by 1080. So once you have that hit OK, it creates our canvas. So the first thing we're going to have to do is add a background. So go to File and Place, select your background image. Okay, we'll keep it simple. And I don't like that one, so we'll select a different one. And that works. Expand the image to where it fits your canvas by grabbing one of the side handles and dragging it. And click OK. Our background image is done. It's that quick. Make sure you label this to make it easier to remember later. 2 or 3 months, you come back and you look at your layers. Now it's really easy. So now we have to create our buttons. And we've covered this in a different video. So I will just do it rather quickly. Add a bevel so we have a button. Pick a somewhat complementary color for the button. I'll just go with that. We will duplicate this 2 more times. So now we have our 3 buttons. We will go ahead, let's align all the buttons by holding the Shift key while you select each one. And click that center. Now they're all perfectly aligned. Let's take this one and make sure we're centered on the overall background. So once that's selected, hold the Shift key, hold the Control key and select background and click middle. Now that's perfectly aligned in the center. Now all we have to do is add text to these. So click the text tool icon and we'll do color. Now we can't see it now because it's black, but if you double click up here on the layer, it'll highlight all the text you used. And we'll select the color of the font. Select all that again. We'll make it bold, perhaps just a little bit larger. Center it in the button. Our color button is done. Now we'll do the black and white. And then we'll do the sepia. The main functionality of the screen is done. We have our 3 buttons, we have our background. Now all we need is something that we don't have to, but you can put your text in the middle of the screen and have something like Congratulations to the happy couple. Again, best way to center that, select both of those, and in this case, do center and middle, and this is now centered on the screen. Select all your text, pick your color for the font, pick the size of your font that you want, move it up, and we're done. Of course, the text can be anything you like, but this is the basics on how to create the ready screen for Photobooth software. Now, come over, File, Save As. It's ready, Nancy Wedding. We're going to save the Photoshop file first, and the reason we do that is so again later we can come back and re-edit this just by using the layers. Now we're also going to save it again, and this time we're going to save it as a PNG, but we're going to leave the name as ready. This is what Photoshop is looking for, and this naming convention is very important. The one thing I do recommend is when you're doing a new project, create a folder, name for that project, then you save your files into that, and you're done. It's that simple. No college degree required. I figured it out. Now you can. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.